Onboarding a new job could be overwhelming. You might look calm on your face, but totally freak out inside during the first few weeks of your new job. In this video, I'm going to share a few tips that might be able to help you do better when you got a new job. Let's check this out. Hi, welcome to Bear Academy. I'm Bear, your host. I have some experience of landing new jobs or new projects in different countries, and I found there are things in common no matter where and when for your new job. Basically, you need to be clear about three directions: information, resource, and expectations. Let's get to them one by one. So this video is going to help you to land a new job like a pro. And the first is about our three directions. So the first one is about information. And for every new job, there will be heaps of informations you need to process at the very beginning. So your goal is to process information as soon as possible. So yeah, this is the first direction or the first goal of your onboarding first few weeks. And the second one is about to know the resource. So by saying resource, what I mean is majorly is about who's dealing with what. You need to understand the structure, the people, and what you could use to make your to help you work. So this is about resource. So this is the goal for your onboarding. It's also to know who's dealing with what. The second goal. The third direction is about to understand the expectation. So generally, the expectations from your boss and the expectations from your team is so important. If you can clarify the expectation, you won't waste time and effort on doing something that the team or your boss don't want. And to be clear, expectations from different people could be different. So you need to see it. You need to see all the expectations in a holistic way. Right. After saying these three directions, let's get to some tips about what I'm using or what I do if I got a new job. So here are 5 tips, 5 hows. The first one is to build a jargon list. What it is? So normally for every new job what I'm getting, I will create a list including all the concepts I got to know at this job. For example, this is the current jargon list I'm using for my current job. When I hear something I don't know, for example, like PDP, when I hear of it, I will ask what it is, and then people told me, okay, this is the product detail page. It's something quite common. It's some concept quite common for e-commerce industry, and then I just add it to my list. And I'm using Notion to make this list, so it's quite easy to create a toggle list. So that I can hide the explanation behind the word, behind the concept, behind the jargon, so that I can know that I know this concept or not. So this is the first tip to create a jargon list. And the second one is to reach out people and try to do that probably every day. So you can go to people's desk and introduce yourself, or you can start a conversation in kitchen, or just send an email to introduce yourself. So keep doing that every day, and you will be quite familiar with the people and get to know who's dealing with what. So just remind yourself to reach out every day, internally and externally. And the third tip is to allow yourself to ask stupid questions. So it's totally okay to ask questions about things you don't know. And I see it as an advantage for fresh people, because if you ask the same question 3 months later, you might seem really stupid then, right? So ask stupid questions first to avoid being a fool later. This is what I'm thinking is quite helpful and useful for every fresh people. So 2 typical questions I'm asking is, what is so-and-so, such and such? And the other one is, why are we doing this rather than that? So what is the reason we are doing this? So this is the third tip. Ask stupid questions. And the fourth one, you need to understand the dependencies. So there could be tech dependencies or business dependencies or other types of the limitation for your job. So you need to understand that and try to be a realistic professionalist. What I'm thinking is that if you can understand the scope, if you can understand the limitation, and you will think the question with the proper scope, and that will be great to keep you and the team at the same page. So this is the fourth tip. The fifth one, the last one, but not the least, is to understand business, right? And for this one, it's quite interesting because sometimes we forgot we are working in a business environment because we are too attached to the task we were doing. And the more you know about the whole business, the better choice you will make. From my experience, if you understand the business, for example, the bottom line of the business, like the revenue or other things, you will know the priority of the tasks you're going to do, right? Okay, so this is the the fifth tips that I'm using, and let's review them. Jargon list. Create a jargon list. Reach out every day, and also ask stupid questions, understand the dependencies, and understand the business, right? If you can clear about all these tips and keep using them, I think you could do better on your new job. Hope it helps, and really appreciate your time on watching this. And at last, can I ask one question for you? What is the one thing you would do on your first week of a new job? Please write a comment below, and if you like this video, please subscribe it, and I will talk to you in the next video about design, technology, and productivity. I'm Bear. See you in another one. Cheers. Bye.